All right, keys in my pocket, keys and registration in my pocket. My wheels are chopped. Looking up at my ID clearance lights, amber in color, not cracked, not broken, and secure, free of condensation. Turning lights, amber in color, not cracked, not broken, and secure, free of condensation. I mean, no condensation. Go to my windshields. They're not cracked, not broken, and secure. No outdated stickers. My windshield wipers. They're not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not drive out of the freight, flush to the window. You have your fender mirror and bracket, not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. You have your grill, not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. Also, I'm looking underneath for any puddles, broken glass. If it was any loose or hanging wires, if it was, I would place the vehicle out of service. Also, I'm making sure that the vehicle is not leaning to the left or right. If it was, it would indicate that it is a suspension problem, and I will place the vehicle out of service. Also, I'm making sure that my tires are properly inflated to the manufacturer specifications. And your headlights are also not cracked, not broken, and secure, clear in color. Clear in color, no condensation. You know, move from there.
Did tag?
I always do the tags at the end.
Okay.
Move from there. You know, usually the hood will be popped. So, I mean, I want to.
Yeah, pop it slow, man. He already heard.
Keep it simple. Like I said, you want to always combine. You have your radiator bracket, not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks, no loose or missing parts, no illegal wheels. You have your hose for your radiator, not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not drive out of freight, properly sealed. And I will talk about my other hoses. You'll point to them. My other hoses the same way as I talk about my initial hose, just to knock it all out. You follow your radiator hose from the bottom straight right here to the water pump, which is belt driven. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks. Since we right here at the water pump, I'll talk about the belt. So I get to tugging on my belt. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure. It has no more than 3/4 of play. And it's a serpentine belt, so it's one belt. But if it had other belts, you'll say I talk about my other belts the same way as I talk about my initial belt. So we go from there. We talk about the exhaust. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal wheels, no leaks, and it runs through the manifold all the way up through the shaft. And it'll say not cracked, not broken, and secure. If it was any leaks, it would show black soot. And it also has a bracket. The bracket is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal wheels, no loose or missing parts. So we go from there. Talk about the steps. The steps are not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. No debris, free of debris. So we open it up. We can go right here to the fuel tank. Your fuel tank is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks, no illegal wheels. It's held right here by hangers. The actual fuel tank brackets is metal and it's rubber, so it's not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not drive out of the freight. No illegal wheels. So we can go ahead. You don't have to open up the actual fuel cap. The cap itself is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal wheels, and it's sealed with a actual rubber seal, and it has a metal chain. Put that back on. You also have you already talked about your hoses for real, but if you want to go back, you can talk about you have your fuel tank hoses, not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not drive out of the freight, properly sealed. You have your air tank, which is drained daily. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure, free of condensation. And your air tank hoses, not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not drive out of the freight, no leaks. So that covers everything on the passenger side. So we'll move on from the passenger side to the driver's side. Alright, so we're gonna start right here. Sometimes they're clear, sometimes they're not. But since this one is clear, you don't have to go too far in detail. You can say your cooler reservoir, not cracked, not broken, and secure, no leaks. How you would check it, even though it's clear, you can take the top off, wipe it off, and dip it back in, and it should read between add and full mode. So we go from there, we move to the left, which we have our alternator and alternator bracket, not cracked, not broken, and secure, no illegal wheels. All right. Jeff. You also have your alternator wires, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure, not drive out of the freight. Your alternator is belt driven. So we go from there to your oil pan, and your oil stick. What you would do is to check it. It's not cracked, not broken, it's secure, no leaks. Just to check, you would take the actual dipstick out, wipe it off with a napkin, put it back in, pull it out, and it should read between the add and the full. So we go from left, we move on to right to your AC compressor. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure, no leaks, and it's belt driven. I mean, it's gear driven. I apologize because it's on the side. It's gear driven. So you can move from there.
Illegal wells.
No illegal wells. Move from there to your stern system. You have your power stern reservoir. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure, no leaks. What you can do is, if it's not clear, you can take it out, wipe it off, put it back in, and it should read between the add and the full. So you follow the hoses. You know, you can follow this hose, which either goes to the gearbox, but then you follow it to the power stern pump, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure, no leaks, and it's properly sealed, and it's gear driven.
It's on the bracket.
Oh yeah, it is on the bracket, and it also has a power stern bracket, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure, no illegal wells. You have your stern shaft, which has no more than 10 degrees or 2 inches of play, and it's not cracked, not broken, and secure, no illegal wells. You have your universal joint, not cracked, not broken, and secure. Universal joint, not cracked, not broken, and secure, no debris. You have your gearbox, not cracked, not broken, and secure, no leaks, no loose or missing parts, no illegal wheels. So you go right here, you can combine really all three of these: your pivot arm, your drag link, your upper and your lower control arms, and you have your tie rod. You can combine all these. They are connected by a castle nuts cotter pin, and it also has a rubber bushing. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure. Rubber bushes are not dry rotted and frayed. No leaks. I mean, not cracked, not broken, and secure. Rubber bushes are not dry rotted or frayed. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. Also, the last part of it, you have your spindle, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. So that covers literally the stern system. So we can either go to the suspension or braking. So I start with the suspension. So you have your frame, which is held up by cross members. Also, you have your hanger support, and your eyeball, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not no loose or missing parts. Not shifting or missing. You have your control arm, and that's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. Not shifted or missing. You have your rubber bushings, and there should be no space between the rubber bushing and the bracket, and it's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks because there's air in it. And you have underneath there, you have your U-bolt, your hanger plate, which is sitting on your axle, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not shifted or missing. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. So you go right here to your hydraulic shock absorber and bracket, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks, no loose or missing parts, no illegal wheels. That covers the suspension. So now we're going to move right here to the brake system. You have your ABS lines and your brake hoses, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not dry rotted or frayed. No leaks. So we go from there to your brake chamber and your brake chamber bracket. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal wheels. No loose or missing parts. So we go from there to you have your slack adjuster, your push rod, and your adjusting nut. And you should not be able to pull no more by hand, no more than 1 inch when the parking brakes are released. Then we go from there to you have your brake drum, you have your brake shoe liners and your brake shoes, you have your cam roller, you have your S-cam, your cam roller, and your return springs. Your brake shoe lining and your brake shoes should not be worn dangerously thin. It should not be cracked, broken, and secure, not dry rotted or frayed, no loose or missing parts. So we go from there, you can talk about your tire. Your drive tire should be no less than 432 in tread depth. You check that with a tread depth gauge. And your sidewall should have no cuts, no bruises, no dents. You check that with a rubber mallet. So you go from there to your rim. Your rim is not cracked, not broken, and secure, no illegal wheels. Your lug nuts, not cracked, not broken, and secure, no loose or missing parts. If they were loose, they would show rust or shininess. You also have your valve stem with a valve stem metal cap. Not cracked, not broken, and secure, no leaks, no illegal wheels. And you also have your oil hub, not cracked, not broken, and secure, no leaks, no loose or missing parts. And I will speak about my passenger side the same exact way as I talked about the driver's side. So then you can close the hood up.
You leave it. So
And also I forgot to talk about, see, you can always go back. My power steering, my windshield washing fluid. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure, no leaks.
Yeah.
Alright. So now we're gonna move on to our mirror bracket. We have our West Coast mirror and our spot mirror. But the bracket itself is not cracked, not broken, and secure, no loose or missing parts, no illegal wheels. We open up the door. You have your hinges, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure, no loose or missing parts, no illegal wheels. Your handle, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure, no illegal wheels, no loose or missing parts. Then your rubber seal around the door. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure, not drive rod or free. That should cover literally everything with the door. So we go from there to that will already be pulled out, open. So you'll have your emergency equipment.
You already did the handle in there.
Mm-hmm. And then handle in there already. You got your emergency equipment. You have your triangles, your fully charged fire extinguisher, and your spare fuses.
Mm-hmm.
Right here you have your turn signal, not cracked, not broken, and secure, free of condensation, amber in color, red to the rear.
Mm-hmm.
So you go from there. You have your hanger bracket. You have your hanger bracket, and you have your hangers not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts, no illegal wheels. You have your actual catwalk handle, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts, no illegal wheels. You have your work light and your catwalk light, white in color, not cracked, not broken, and secure, free of condensation. You go from there. You can talk about your dummy couplets, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. So you go from there. You can talk about your rubber bushes, your rubber bellows, and your brackets, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. Not dry rotted or frayed.
There's air in it, so.
And no leaks. You're correct. No leaks. You have your hydraulic shock absorber and bracket, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No leaks, no illegal wheels, no loose or missing parts. Go from there to, you have your service line. You have your electric line, your air, and your brakes, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not dry rotted or frayed, no leaks. You have your glad hands, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal wheels, and no loose or missing parts. And it also has a rubber bushing in it. The rubber bushing not dry rotted or frayed, not cracked, broken, or secure. So you can go from there. We can talk about the catwalk and stairs, and bracket for the stairs, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts, no legal wheels. You go from there to your battery box, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts, not dry rotted or frayed. You have your batteries, your battery cables, and your battery hoses.
Question: is there a bracket for the battery hose?
I don't even know. I can't even. I don't even want to answer it because I'm not even sure though.
If it is, we put that on there too.
Yeah, definitely get that point. I asked Jeff, but that's a good question. Right. That's a good question.
No hoses on the battery.
There's no hoses?
No, just cables.
Just cables. Okay. So you got your battery, your battery cable. Your battery should not be corroded, not cracked, not broken, and secure. The actual cables on it should have no corrosion around the cables. It should not be cracked, not broken, and secure, and it should be no leaks. Mm-hmm. Now we go from there to your drive shaft. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal wheels. No loose or missing parts. Down to your.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna come up in here. Drive shaft.
Down to your universal bolt, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure, free of debris, no loose or missing parts. All the way down to your.
Let me get you something.
It's locked. That joint ain't open. Yeah.
Stick, man. Where you point it.
Down to your rear differential, not cracked, not broken, and secure, no leaks. Right there you have your torsion bar and torsion bar bracket, not cracked, not broken, and secure, no loose or missing parts, no illegal wheels. Mm-hmm. All right, and also from right here you have your two systems, which is your suspension and your braking system. So I'm gonna start with the suspension. You have your hanger support, your eye bolts, which is connected to the cross members. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. All right.
I think these are
No, those are
control arms.
Yeah, that's
right.
control.
Control.
All right.
All right. Also, right here you have your U-bolt, your anchor plates, which sits on the axle. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. You have your hydraulic shock absorber and bracket, not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. No leaks. That covers the suspension. Now we're gonna move into the braking system. You have your brake chamber, your ABS lines, and your brake hose. Not cracked, not broken, and secure.
Brake
Not
chamber bracket.
and brake chamber bracket. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not drive out of the freight. No leaks. No illegal wheels. Then we're gonna move in. You have your brake drum. You have your brake shoe liners. I got you.
Careful with this, wow. We got that your fault insurance out here.
Alright. You have your brake drum, your brake shoes, your brake shoe lining, which should not be worn dangerously thin. That shouldn't be cracked, not broken, and secured. No loose or missing parts. Not drive right of the freight. You have your S-cam, your cam roller, and your return springs, not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts, not drive right of the freight. So we're gonna go from there to we have our tires. Your sidewall tires should not have any cuts, bruises, or dents. How you would check that is with a rubber mallet. These tires can be recapped. They're not supposed to be no less than 232 in tread depth. You check that with a tread depth gauge, or a you can just say a tread depth gauge. And these tires are butted together, so you make sure that it's free of debris and no loose, it's free of debris, not cracked, not broken, and secure, and no illegal wheels.
Right. All right.
So moving on to the outside, to the rim, it's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal wheels, no loose or missing parts. Now we go to our lug nuts. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts, and no illegal wheels. If it was loose, you will see rust or shininess. Right. You have your valve stem with a metal cap. It's not cracked, not broken, and secured. No leaks, no illegal wheels. Right. And I will mention my passenger side the same way as I mentioned my driver's side. And I will also mention my tandem axle the same way as I mentioned this axle.
Get that shit out the way.
So that basically clears both of this.
So gotta go at it again. Now straight to the fifth wheel.
Before I even get there, I'm gonna talk about my mud flat rail and my mud flaps. My mud flat rail is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts, no illegal wheels. My mud flaps are not cracked, not broken, and secure, not drive out of the frame, not loose or hanging. We have our DOT sticker, it's clean and clear, not cracked, not broken, and secure. We have our reverse lights. We have our brake lights, which are red in color, not cracked, not broken, and secure, free of the condensation. And we have our reverse light, which is white in color, not cracked, not broken, and secure, free of condensation. And that covers right there. Now we move on to the fifth wheel. Fifth wheel, I'm a little rusty with, but I'm gonna try it.
Go ahead.
All right, we have our fifth wheel, which there should be no space between the fifth wheel and the apron. Right. We have our return spring. No,
fifth wheel handle you can use. You can
release handle.
Release handle is working.
And that goes straight to is it the locking jaw?
Yeah. Yeah, it controls the locking jaw.
It controls the locking jaw, and the locking jaw connects around the kingpin. And it is your fifth wheel should be properly greased. It is a sliding fifth wheel, and you have a bracket and bracket support, and it's not supposed to be cracked, broken, no secure, no loose or missing parts.
Being as though it's a sliding fifth wheel, it's properly engaged in to the bracket. Then you go to the bracket.
I got you. All right. So we got sliding fifth wheel is properly engaged, no loose or missing parts, not cracked or broken and secure. You have your bracket and your bracket support, which is not cracked, not broken and secure, no loose or missing parts, not shifting. And we have our piston and the hoses, which is not cracked, not broken and secure, no leaks, not leaks, not drive out of the free.
Right. And the piston, no illegal wheels.
No illegal wheels on the piston. Gotcha.
And
Yeah.
that basically covers
the
it because
truck.
you got the frame. Of course, you know you want to throw the frame in there always, but you good, dog. You good, dog.
I'm a little rusty here.
Nah, you got it, because there ain't much to the fifth wheel. As long as you got it all in there the way you did.
I was about to say, he's in the classroom, but we just out here pre-trip. He in the classroom with one.
Okay.
All
Alright, now we're gonna go ahead and start the trailer. So you have your header board, which is not
All
cracked,
right.
not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. I already talked about the glad hands and the rubber mallets in it, so that's actually covered. You have your ID clearance lights, amber in color, red to the rear, not cracked, not broken, and secure. No
skirt.
That's skirt, right?
Yeah.
It's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No condensation. You have your ID, your DOT sticker.
Tape.
Your DOT tape. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. Clean and clear. You have your skirt. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. And you also have your turn signal. The amber in color, red to the rear. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing. No, not cracked, broken, and secure. No condensation. You have your landing gear, which is properly raised. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. Your landing gear handle is not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels.
Landing gear crossbar. You say crossbar, landing gear crossbar. It's all connected.
I got you. Got your landing gear crossbar. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. So, besides that, you have your service lines and your fuel lines. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not drive out of the frame. Not loose or hanging. You have your that's not your
cross members.
You have your cross members. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not cracked, broken, and secure. No illegal wheels. No loose or missing parts.
Holes through it, anything like that.
And what's this? A floor?
Yeah, that's a cross member. You call it ribs. They call it the cross ribs, cross member. But all this is when you say you're looking for any holes, any cracks, any manufactured welds. Just making sure nothing's broke. Just same thing you do as a metal with anything metal. Just anything welds or anything. But as long as nothing broke, cracked, not broken, you know what I'm saying, that's good. You already knocked that out, boom.
Alright, those right there.
Got the hoses.
Yeah, those right there is attachments, so you don't have to talk about those.
That turn signal, you did one up there, but
yeah, I say amber in color, red to the rear. So right here you got your air tanks, which you can drain daily. It's not cracked, not broken, and secure, no leaks.
free of
Free of condensation. Good pickup. Free of condensation. Now you got your ABS lines and your brake hoses. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not drive out of the freight. No leaks. You have your brake chamber and bracket. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. Not cracked, broken, and secure. Not loose. No loose or missing parts. No illegal wheels. And then you have your.
Really, y'all. Like, you already did that really on all the tires. You said, if you know what I'm saying, you could throw it in there again if you want, but with us all out here knowing already,
Yeah, true.
you know what I'm saying, you ain't gotta keep going over it. You know what I'm saying? We can step on the back and move.
Yeah, you got your braking and your suspension.
The slack adjuster, suspension, the braking system, you already know that. But we just did it on that one right there, on that tandem and the front tandem.
Right. they gonna want, I'm just saying, I was just doing that for, yeah.
All right, all right.
You got your braking and your suspension system, your two systems right here. You got to definitely explain.
Yeah.
And is this an old hub? That's not an old hub, but just the axle.
No, that's just you ain't got to mention that.
That's your rear axle. And if you want to mention just to get an extra little point, you got the ABS light right here.
Right. No condensation, all that. Yeah.
All right, down on the back, you got your brake light red in color. Not cracked, not broken, and secure. No condensation. You have your door, because we already mentioned the ID clearance lights up front. So you have your door, not cracked, not broken, and secure. No illegal wheels, no loose or missing parts.
But you got to mention ones back here, you said, I think.
Yeah, that's why I say amber in the front, red to the rear.
All right.
You have your tag, which no outdated stickers. Your tag light, not cracked, not broken, and secure. No loose or missing parts. Not no loose or missing parts, no illegal wheels. You have your DOT bumper, which is not cracked, not broken, and secure, no illegal wheels. And you have your DOT tape, clean and clear, not cracked, not broken, and secure.
Yeah. They did mock nuts already, did all that, not dragging, not dragging.
Yep.